Today's Tips du Jour mailbag question comes to us from Florida. Robert, after all of the guitars you've helped others build, you must have a lot of stories about your experiences. Can you share some with us? Tony in Florida. Tony, I have got a ton of stories. As a matter of fact, maybe one day I'll write a book. I've written down some of them here. Perhaps you'll get a kick out of some of these. I remember one time I had a student up at the college. This was back many years ago when I was teaching at the college, the Luthier course there that I started and ran, where he had been working hard on his guitar all semester, and it came time to do the French polish. He decided to take it home for the weekend, was sitting on his knees or on his legs and polishing the guitar for several hours in front of the TV, and when he stood up, his leg had gone to sleep. He lost his balance, put his knee right through the top of that guitar, completely splintered it all to pieces. I mean, it was matchsticks by the time he got done. He did a good job at it. So that's just one story. Guitars falling off of vacuum clamps because students don't hook them up properly, hitting the floor, splintering. I've also bounced guitars off the floor from buffing, catching them on the buffing wheel. I remember one I had that bounced off the floor and just caught it right on the rebound and just kept right on going. I didn't even want to look at it. I've dropped them off of hooks and hit the concrete floor, shattered them. I had a student one time put his chisel right to the palm of his hand, 3/4 inch wide chisel, went through, came out the other side, went to the hospital, came back a few hours later, all smiles. Apparently he was very lucky, didn't hit any bone, nerves, or tendons or anything. They stitched him together and sent him home. Life was good again. I've also had a 95-year-old World War II veteran one time visit my shop and asked to apprentice with me. I thought that was quite kind of interesting that somebody at that age would want to apprentice with me. I also had a guitar come in one time for repair. It was sent in from, I think, Tennessee. I did the repair work, contacted the gentleman, and never heard from him. Months go by. I thought, my God, what's happened? Well, come to find out, this gentleman had passed away. His son did contact me, and I got the guitar back to him later. Probably one of the most unusual stories that I've got involves this beautiful ivory statue here. I remember one time I was doing a repair on an old guitar. It had a bunch of ivory all over it. A lot of it was missing. And of course you can't get ivory these days, and how am I going to repair it? Well, about that time somebody brought me in a guitar to be repaired, and I told them the story. I did the repair work on his guitar. He came back a while later to pick it up, and he brought me this statue. And the story is that many years ago, back in the 60s, his father traveled the world on business and picked up trinkets and things around the world and brought them home. And one of the things he brought home was this beautiful hand-carved ivory statue. And he says, look, I just feel guilty having it in my home. Perhaps you could use it to repair the guitar. Well, I couldn't bring myself to destroy a beautiful hand-carved ivory statue to repair the guitar. I'm not saving any elephants by doing that. So I think this should be in a museum. Right now it sits on my mantle upstairs. But I thought that was probably a very unusual story. Like I said, I've got a lot of stories. Perhaps one day I'll write a book. But those are just a few. So I hope you enjoyed that, Tony in Florida. Stay safe, work safe, happy building. We'll see you next time.